Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is AFM Stories, and today I'm going to be talking about how I rewrote my rejected Chevening essays to get selected. Yeah, so this video is for anyone who has been rejected for Chevening. It's a new application season. If you want to apply, I'm going to be sharing what I did and how I approached my essays for the new cycle. So I was rejected for Chevening for the 2019-2020 session, but I got selected the next year, which I applied again in the 2020-2021 section. So yeah, this video literally is to help you to rewrite your essays. So the first thing I like to say, okay, before I move forward, please hit the like button, please subscribe, and please drop a comment. Please help me to grow this channel. Now let's get right into the video. So the first thing I would like to say is do not use the exact same essays for the next application. You are not the same person. Your experiences are not the same, except you're saying that 1 year after you were rejected for Chevening, nothing happened in your life, which is even bad, to be honest, because you don't want to be giving old experiences, old feedback. I feel like you need to update your essays. Now, I'm not saying, oh, circumvent your essays, so scatter, cancel everything and come up with new examples and new experiences. No, I would say that you should better develop your essays, rewrite them, be detailed about them, and add new examples, which is what I did. So in my first essays, yeah, they got me to the long listing stage. I don't think that Chevening notifies people anymore about being long listed, but I knew that they were good enough. But I just realized that they were just not excellent enough to get me shortlisted, and so I knew that I needed to put in the work. So what I did was, in the 1 year I got rejected for Chevening, I did a lot of soul searching. I did a lot of more work. So in that 1 year, I organized an event. I'm not saying you have to organize an event, but I did more projects, I did more workshops, I did more things, and I had gotten recognition for my work. So I was able to switch up the things that I did. So the first thing I realized was these essays, are they a true reflection of who I am and who I want to be? So I had to ask myself, okay, why do I think I was rejected for Chevening? What exactly are my reasons? So I reviewed my essays and I saw that, okay, my career plan wasn't strong enough. I realized that what the industry I was selling, the ideas I was selling wasn't strong enough. So I knew that, okay, if those ideas were not strong enough, it means that I might need to change my career plan. I changed my career plan totally, to be honest. And then I need to change the course of study I want to study. And then my networking and my leadership essays need to be a better precursor to my career plan. Because I feel like if your career plan is going to be in poverty, or if your career plan is going to be in business, your leadership examples and networking examples, personally, I feel like they should be more relevant to the career plan, which is what I did in my next application. So I knew, okay, I was changing my course. You don't have to change your course, but you want to be able to write your essays to better suit your course, you know. So I knew that, okay, yeah, I was going to edit that and all of that. Anyways, let me just go essay by essay. So in my leadership essay, in the first application, I spoke about the inspiration for the work that I did. And I talked about the work that I did, and I talked about how I'm constantly wanting to develop myself. And I gave a couple of examples. Though in those examples, so I did not give figures, I didn't give percentages, I didn't give numbers. Obviously, we always say the star approach, but one thing a lot of people miss is in their situation, they don't give statistics for the situation. They just say, oh, this is the situation. In their task as well, they're not detailed enough about the effects that they had. In their action, ensure that you better develop the different aspects of the examples. So for all my examples, I ensured that I put statistics in the situation. In my results, I put statistics. And then, so in my first application, I just followed the star approach. But there's another arrow, which I followed in my second application, which is called reflection. So after talking about the results, what did you learn from the result? What are your reflections? What are you taking forward? In my next application, I talked about my reflections. In my first application, I gave some figures, but so basically, so one thing a lot of people do is they say, oh, there's a problem, I did this and this was the result, but they don't talk about the after effect of the results, you know. So what happened, did you follow up, what were the end goals? And so in my next application, I talked a lot about the end goals, the follow-up, the other things that happened, you know. So yeah, I use that to fleshing up my essays. I use that to fleshing up my examples, which is very important. Also in my leadership, in my first essay, I did not really talk about any recognition for my work, any awards and things like that. In my new application, I fixed in recognition and awards as part of the results. So obviously the actual results and also recognition for my results that I got. I feel like that's also another way that I was able to better push myself as well. I also had more specific examples of names of organizations, names of initiatives. I was more specific. In the first application, I was like, oh, and a lot of organizations did this. But in the second one, I listed names of organizations, examples of organizations, examples of results, examples of beneficiaries. I was very detailed in my leadership. So what you need to do is review your leadership essays. Go watch my videos literally to give you tips on how you can review your essays. But I basically reviewed my essays, and then in the end as well, I talked, you know, I related it to Chevening, which is something I didn't necessarily do in my first application. Now in my networking essay, in the first example, I only had, in the first application, I only had like one type of networking examples, which was mostly events. So I go for events a lot. I attend events a lot. Like I always have one event I'm going for, and so I focus more on my examples, networking examples around attending events, you know, meeting people and doing things with them and all of that. With my next application, I ensured that I had a variety of networking experience. In my next application, in my essay, I worked on having a variety of networking experience. So rather than just one type of networking experience, which was events, I had diverse types, both virtually and non-virtually, and diverse examples to show that I am actively putting myself in spaces to develop people. So I feel like I had more networking examples. Like I feel like I had 4 different paragraphs with different kinds of examples in the networking essay, and I reduced the amount of time that I spent on one example, which allowed me to have multiple examples, though I still followed the STAR approach with the reflection obviously, but I had a larger variety of examples. And yeah, I feel like that really helped me, to be honest. And then in my study in the UK, the first essay, I just went straight to talking about my first choice, my second choice, and my third choice universities and why I wanted to choose them. But then in my next application, I realized that before even talking about the courses I want to study, why do I want to study the course? What is the problem that me studying the course is going to solve? And so in my new application, I focused a lot on selling the problem to them. In the first paragraph, I talk about the problem I was going to solve, and then how the course of study is going to help me to solve the problem. Yes, I think that was the major difference. And then also in my career plan in my study in the UK essay as well, I had more variety of examples of why I wanted to go to the schools beyond just ranking and course models. I had other examples, non-academic examples as well, which I feel really helped me. And then my career plan, so obviously statistics, not statistics, numbers. So I was able to quantify the results I wanted to have. In the first application, I said, I was going to reach out to so people. But in the second one, I was able to specify the numbers, the specific projects, and the things that I was specifically going to do. And then I feel like I was also a little more ambitious in my career plan essay. In the first essay, with the whole idea of trying to be realistic, I kind of limited myself and limited the quantity of the work I could do. But in the career plan essay, in my second application, so the one I rewrote, I really ensured that my short-term goals were things that were realistic in the short term. So going back to the work I was doing, or and then the medium term, I was able to expand whatever it is I wanted to say. I was able to be a little more ambitious, literally. And in my long term, I was really ambitious, way more ambitious than the first time, and I feel like that really helped me. I also ensured that I tailored my career plan the second time to the work the UK is doing specifically in my country. So I researched the work the UK was doing in my country, and I was able to make it very relevant. So it wasn't even really about what course I studied the first time or second time, because I could have marketed any of the courses. It's just that I realized that the second course I was studying was just more relevant to the experiences I had and the person that I am and the person that I've been. I also watched a lot more videos. I did a lot more research to help me to rewrite my essays, and that's why I'm making all these videos to help you guys. So do watch all my videos. I have videos on how to get high scores in the different essays, how to write the essays, why Chevening will select you, a wide variety of videos that will help you. If you want personalized advice or any of my services for general master's scholarships, like personal statement writing for university admissions, and yeah, just different services, basically, check the link in the description box below. I'm always happy to work with students or aspiring students to achieve their dreams. If you found this video really useful, please hit the like button, drop a comment, and tell me what you think about it. I'm also looking forward to feedbacks and video requests. I'm your girl AFM Stories. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, this is a good time for you to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.